Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to The Right Talk. Today is September 4th, 2021, and of course, I'm going to be bringing back Ryan Hood. He's the star of the show. And I just kind of decided as our intro music was going, we had a few topics we wanted to talk about, but a lot of you folks aren't familiar with Ryan, and so I think we really want to talk about Ryan Hood and what he's all about. So I think this show is going to focus on Ryan and learning more about him. And we've done a lot of videos in the past. We had a lot of live broadcasts in the past, and we talk about Ryan, but you know, if you've never tuned in here before, you haven't looked at those other shows. So we're just going to do some recap on our friend Ryan. So without any hesitation, I think we should just go ahead and plug him in right now. What do you say? So Ryan, I'm getting ready to punch you in. All right there. If our audience, would you please welcome Ryan Hood?
Hey guys, it's me.
Very good. Nope, there we go. Hey, so oh, look at this shirt he has on. It's a camo shirt, and it says, what's that say on there?
Clipson.
Say that again.
Clipson.
All right, I'm gonna turn you up. So what's the significance of you wearing a Clemson shirt on a Saturday morning?
Well, the reason why I wore this because of the show is because the Clemson is fixing to have their first kickoff tonight at 7:30.
All right. Who are they playing?
Georgia.
Ooh, that ought to be a fairly decent game. Is Georgia good this year?
I don't know how good. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it at 7:30 on the ESPN Plus on the Fire Stick.
Okay. Are you a little concerned that Clemson could lose?
I have confidence in my team because I know they don't have Trevor Lawrence anymore, but
well, why don't you tell our audience who Trevor Lawrence is and where he's gone?
well, Trevor Lawrence was the quarterback of Clemson, and in the last time when he played for the national championship, Clemson won the national championship that year, and then he got drafted to play with the Jacksonville Jaguars
All right.
as their quarterback.
Okay, so he's their starting quarterback?
Yes,
Nice.
and also for the running back, there's another person got drafted on the same team. His name is Travis Etienne Jr.
Okay, why don't you tell us a little bit about Travis?
Because Travis Etienne Jr., he was the running back for the Clemson Tigers on the same team.
Okay.
But I told myself that if they have Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne Jr., they might win. They might go to the Super Bowl.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens.
That's what I'm hoping.
I mean, that's quite a difference going from the college to the pro ranks. Things will move a little
Yeah.
faster in the pros, but those are some of the top players from last year, so they should be fine getting in the groove.
And you heard that Deshaun Watson is fixing to go play with the Miami Dolphins.
Okay. I have not heard, but yeah, I don't keep up with the professional sports anymore. They all went woke.
But I don't know for sure that he's going to go for the Miami Dolphins.
Uh-huh.
He come to Charlotte and play with the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, okay. So who are your teams? Who are your tell us about your favorite teams?
Well, I I've been saving all kinds of sports gear stuff to get. But I still like Clemson. I like North Carolina. I like East Carolina. But I know that East Carolina is not in the ACC. But I know that Todd is going to hurt me for saying this. But um, I just don't care about state.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. You're not an NC State fan. I just have always liked State. Yeah. But I like all the North Carolina teams. Now, speaking of East Carolina, did you watch them Thursday night? They played Appalachian State.
Yeah, I was keeping along with the score.
Yeah. ECU starts with another loss.
Oh my. Ah.
Yeah. Well, at least they're consistent.
Yeah, that's why they're not in the ACC.
Yeah. They used to have some good teams years ago, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But Appalachian State's a tough team. I mean, they're really a good team. Great defense. What I understand, their defense is the same defense they had last year, so should be even better.
and and by the way, I also like Duke also.
Okay. How about Wake Forest?
Um, I'm not too crazy about them.
Oh, what's your beef with Wake Forest?
Um, it's just a few teams that I like.
Hmm.
I was that's like for North Carolina and Duke. At least I like them in North Carolina.
Do you like them because they win all the time?
Who?
North Carolina and Duke.
Well, yeah. Sometimes I do, but I can remember that time that me and one of my pastors went to the Clemson and the North Carolina game. By the way, that is a good story for us to talk about.
Okay, well, go for it.
Okay. Um, our congressman John Bell, he he got me and my pastor, one of the pastors of my church, to go to that game, Clemson in North Carolina, and they treat me like royalty there, and they they had all kinds of food there. I ate a few things on that bar, and then after that we walked to the football field, and I was right on the sidelines before that game started.
Oh,
And
wow.
guess who I met?
Tell me.
This is the most exciting thing of that game. I met Coach Dabo Swinley.
Wow. That's quite an honor. Did you take a photo?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that was a good opportunity for me.
Tell us about Coach Sweeney.
Well, he's a awesome man. Um, I wish I could see him again sometime and talk to him
Well, he's an awesome man. Go ahead.
and, and give him some pointers.
Oh, so okay. So you're talking to Coach Sweeney again. What are the pointers that Ryan Hood's giving him?
Well, if I was on the sidelines, um, on of that game, and he tell me that um, what what strategy for the next um, move to make,
Okay.
and a- and I can help them to beat North Carolina.
Ah. So speaking of strategies, how would you break it down?
Um, like there's there's three sides. Like um, never go into a huddle. Um, make make a left hand turn and, and run it out, or go to the right.
Hmm. Okay. I like the way you're thinking. Okay, continue.
But never go in the middle
Ah.
because you do not want any huddles.
Ah. So what do you think would materialize with those strategies? How would the opposition respond?
Because every time they make a big play or a touchdown,
Yeah.
um, the crowd goes wild.
Oh, wow. That's exciting. So then if they're not huddling, what kind of advantage would that present?
But I know that for a huddle, kind of like that, it feels like it's kind of like I'm stopping the game. I just wanted to get through the game and get it done as quicker.
So, do you think the no huddle makes the defense less prepared, right? They can't really regroup as fast. I mean, they have to. By no huddle, it kind of puts the defense on their heels. Is that kind of the strategy you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you go left or to the right, what do you, rather than the middle, why do you think we should do that?
Well, if Clemson can can like really get into it, you know. You saw me trying to
Yeah,
get
you got a little jolt of energy. Get into it. Start that one over. That was pretty good. I may use that for a replay.
to get into it.
Oh boy.
You know, if they could if they go through the middle and get some of the players to back some of them off, and then go through the middle.
Oh, okay. Run right at them. Run them over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are some other strategies you'd tell Coach Sweeney?
Mm. Well, there's a whole bunch, but I can't name them all.
Oh, there's just too many, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can appreciate that. So tell us about Coach Sweeney. Tell us about his background, maybe his values. What makes him so special?
Well, you know that he used to play with Alabama,
Okay. All right.
and I'm not too crazy about Alabama, but I do understand that he used to play football with them, but um I I have a friend of mine and her sister lives in Alabama, and once in a while she comes home because of her mother, because her my friend and her sister's mother is not doing too good. She has um cancer,
Oh boy.
stage 4 cancer,
Yikes. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
and it's hard for her to breathe.
Hmm.
uh, they had to put oxygen on her.
Okay. Okay. So we got into Alabama that because Coach Sweeney went there, and you're not crazy about Alabama.
Yeah, yes.
So tell us more about Coach Sweeney, and then we'll move on to the next topic. What makes him so special?
Um, I know that he is a Christian. He
Okay.
gets church.
Tell us about that. Tell us some examples where he has let his light shine.
Let the light shine. I love those words. Um, the reason why he let his light shine on that, well, it's because of the team.
Okay.
Um, he built that team up. He built that team up kind of like his baby, and it's hard to explain because I have not talked to him 101, but I would like to sometime. But I know that he has a son, Will Swinley, and he plays with the Clifton Tigers.
Oh, this year?
I think it's for every year.
Oh, okay.
And his nephew plays on the same team.
Nice. All right. So you met Coach Sweeney on the sidelines. Was the stadium full of people, full of fans?
Thousands and thousands and thousands of them.
Wow. What did you think of that noise, the energy? How'd that make you feel?
Oh, it feels so good.
Did you kind of imagine like what it would be like if you were a football player out on the field and hearing the fans scream and holler and the excitement?
Man, if I was the quarterback of that team, man, whew.
Okay, well let's talk about that. Ryan Hood is the quarterback of the Clemson Tigers. What's your strategy this game?
I should say this: if I was the quarterback of the Clemson Tigers,
Okay, if Ryan Hood was the quarterback of the Clemson Tigers, how would you move forward and make sure to seal a victory?
I would be the next Deshaun Watson or Trevor Lawrence.
Okay. How would you get to that level?
Well, I would take that ball and flow it a perfect spiral and and get somebody to catch it when they get to the touchdown line.
Okay. So that's not an easy thing to do, is it?
45 yards.
Oh my. You got quite an arm on you there, big fella.
hmm
All right.
I can make it 50 or 55 yards.
Okay.
Make it in the school history books.
Wow. That's my Ryan. I know that guy. So, do you like to throw football?
hmm
Can you throw a perfect spiral? I figured you could.
And
Now, what is Ryan Hood's favorite sport? What as far as exercise goes, what's your number one go-to?
well, not just for football for me to watch on TV. I like baseball, softball, basketball.
Anything with a ball.
Yeah,
I thought you were more into boxing.
I'm also into boxing. Six years, by the way.
Wow. Well, it's good. I've seen your skills.
And maybe sometime you come down to Goldsboro, and then I could train you in boxing.
Oh, I think I'll stay out of the ring. I'll watch you perform. I'll watch you take care of business.
Uh, I was going to train you.
Okay. Well, you're training me right now. All right. Some of the topics we're going to discuss. We've kind of let time get away. We've enjoyed talking about Ryan and what's on your mind. Anything else? So this past week, not necessarily current events, but or even the China virus. What's Ryan Hood been doing this past week? What have you been thinking about this week?
Well, a whole lot of stuff.
Okay.
I have been going. I have been quarantined in this house for 10 days.
Oh no, that's right. Well, give us some info on that. Elaborate, please.
Well, I don't have any symptoms of the virus.
Okay.
My mom does not, but my dad had a little bit of it, but he's getting a lot better.
Okay. Is it okay? Do you mind sharing what his problems were?
Well, it started out with a sinus infection,
Okay.
and then I think he got into a little bit of COVID, but I think that he got over that quickly.
Did Good. Well, thank God for that. Did he take any medications to help him get over it, or he just fight it on his own?
Well, he had to go to the doctors for, I think it's called a infusion.
Oh, okay. That make him feel better?
uh, and then he's starting to feel better.
Okay, good. Any medications?
I don't know there was any medications or not, but
Okay. So, is anything on your mind about the China virus over the past week, or things just pretty much the way they were last week?
I think it's pretty much last week.
Okay. You heard about the pulling out our American citizens out of Afghanistan, right? And we left some of them behind.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah. Who's the resident in the White House?
That icky Biden.
Icky Biden. He even made a face.
That gave me a rotten taste in my mouth.
Yeah. Oh, boy. You're going to have to wash your mouth out. So he's simply just a resident, right? You understand that. He's not elected. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree.
Who's the real president?
Donald Trump.
Yeah. Oh, it appears you kind of like that Trump fella.
Oh, yeah.
He puts a smile on Ryan's face.
I am happy and thrilled that I am a Republican.
Oh, okay. Nice. I used to be a Republican. I am no longer.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm not a Republican. I left the Republican Party about almost 10 years ago. Actually, in 2012 or 2013. But I voted for Trump. But what we're finding out, Ryan, is a lot of the Republicans they don't have the same values as you and myself. They're more like Democrats. And, when we have Republicans in control of the House and the Senate, they don't do anything. And they cave. They don't do anything. And they submit to the Democrats. So we don't really have the representation that we think we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True that.
True that. So, I'm going to vote for the conservative candidate, but I just don't think the Republicans think that they shouldn't just assume that they have our vote without any effort.
You vote for John Bell?
I don't know if I could. I don't think he's in my district, but I voted for all the Republicans, yeah, this past election. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, it's because you were still in Cary.
That's right. Yeah, right outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm in Wake County, North Carolina, which is a very liberal county. So that's unfortunate.
Um, I hope you vote for Jim Perry. He's our senator.
Okay. Well, I do. We did vote for a couple people, the same people. Lieutenant Governor
Yes.
Robinson, Mark Robinson. He's one of your favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see him as our governor in North Carolina, and maybe the next election cycle. And he would be the first black governor we'd ever had.
That's right.
And I sure hope so. We have a lot of wonderful black candidates throughout the country running for governor. Pardon?
I was going to say that there is a election this year, but I don't know that it's the presidential or for the governors. I don't know.
Oh, well, there is a recall election in California. The governor there right now is Gavin Newsom, and I think he's a communist. And there's a black gentleman named Larry Elder who, during this recall, I think he's got the lead among all the other candidates. You know, remember Bruce Jenner?
I think I do.
Well, you remember Bruce Jenner is now dressing like a woman, and he's going by Caitlyn now? You know about that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, he's running. It's running for governor too, but he doesn't stand a chance. Larry Elder, I think, is going to be the one that would be the governor in California. Lord, I hope so. So we'll see what happens. I think next week we'll find out, or about 10 days. You're yawning again. Last week we talked about that, Ryan. You yawned all the way through our show. You need more sleep, fella. You've been staying up watching Baywatch too late.
Well, I went to bed at 2 in the morning.
Okay.
That's kind of early for me.
You went to bed at 2. Do you normally stay up later than that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. What are you watching?
The same thing.
Baywatch?
Yeah.
Oh boy. All those pretty women.
Mm-hmm. But I have Googled most of them, and they are older now.
Oh yeah. Quite a bit older.
And I'm thinking about contacting David Hasselhoff.
Uh-huh.
But I just want to see it. I just want to meet him in person and ask him that is he planning on doing a reboot of Baywatch?
Okay. I never Oh, go ahead.
And then he could feature all of them.
Yeah.
Back in it, and he could feature me in it too if he wants to.
Well, that would be a highlight. I like that idea.
And I can mention to him about he could stay as captain at Baywatch, and then he could have me as his lieutenant.
Ooh, I like that. Lieutenant Ryan Hood.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would perform CPR and resuscitate all these casualties out on the beach.
And I think there's one or two episodes of Baywatch that has Special Olympics in it.
Oh, okay. Now that's exciting.
Oh yeah, that was exciting to me, and every time I watch those two episodes, it always I get very emotional.
Well, tell us a little more about that.
It makes me cry,
Okay.
and I think I know why.
Tell us.
It's because I felt the spirit of God on me. That's what makes me cry.
Okay. Well, lay out that situation for us so we understand what you're talking about.
Uh, every time I see something about Special Olympics, like on Baywatch, they had two episodes about the Special Olympics.
Okay.
And sometimes when um, there is something that is kind of emotional to me, I start to cry because felt um, I felt the God spirit
Oh,
inside of.
I like that. Well, thanks for sharing that, Ryan.
And and you know that Touched by an Angel had one too.
I didn't know that. I haven't. I'm not familiar with that program. I've heard of it. Like Baywatch. I've never watched Baywatch either. But tell us about the Touched by an Angel. Is that what it is? Tell us about
Yeah,
that.
it has Data Weeds in it, Roma Downey,
Okay.
and John Dye. He's the angel of death,
Oh.
but he's still pretty nice. But when he sees that somebody is fixing to pass away,
Hmm.
he goes ahead and take that person home.
Okay.
Like like I know that we all know Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
There was one episode of Touched by Angel that was about Abraham Lincoln, and and it showed how that he got assassinated by John Wilkes.
Mm-hmm.
And John Wilkes Booth was um on the top layers of the with the presidential box it is
Yeah.
at Ford's Ford's Theater in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
And then he shot Abraham Lincoln, but I know where that he got shot at.
Oh boy.
It was on the left ear, outside of his left ear, and then Abraham Lincoln, who he was he got when he got shot, you know, he flipped out of the presidential box and landed right on the stage.
Huh.
And then they carried him to the Peterson house, and then the next day he died.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Ryan.
I did a speech about Abraham Lincoln when I was in high school. I had to present that twice. The first one was my um homeroom in high school, and then I did it again for the junior ROTC,
Mm-hmm.
and I got guess what grade I got on that.
I imagine you probably aced it. What's that?
I had 100 on that.
Wow. You know your stuff. You knew your stuff. Congratulations.
That was a miracle for me.
I'm proud of you. So what else we got to talk about? We probably need to wrap this up here soon. I want to share something for some of our viewers that may not be aware of this because it hasn't been broadcasted in the media. But you know how a lot of our troops were left behind because President Biden pulled out of Afghanistan, gave all of our plans to the Taliban, and left a lot of citizens there to perish. And he also, all those service dogs, you hear about the service dogs that were left?
Oh, yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Mm. Yep. It feels like this will make you upset.
Yeah, very disturbing. They were left in their kennels to starve or die. But I understand that they were rescued. So that's good news.
Yeah. A friend of mine's husband has a rescue dog.
Okay. Good. They make the best dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So since our military and our government left all these citizens behind, some patriots, former American military patriots, gathered together, and they went on a rescue mission and rescued a large number of citizens and refugees over there in Afghanistan. And it was called Operation Pineapple Express. You heard of that?
I think I have.
Okay. So Operation Pineapple Express, for our viewers, search it on DuckDuckGo, or search it on DuckDuckGo, and you'll be able to identify the articles out there. You're probably not going to find it on the mainstream media or in Google, maybe Google, but all the stuff that all the good news or the real news is being suppressed. You got to wonder. All the cures for the China virus are being suppressed. If you have any truth out there, they want to keep you from bless you. They want to keep it from the public. So if you're watching the news if you're watching the mainstream media to get your news, you really don't have any news at all. You just have what the Chinese government, the CCP or the globalists want you to have. They don't want you to have the truth. And so I guess we could go about the China virus. There's been some revelations or a lot of information about a cure for the China virus. And ivermectin has been a big topic. Have you heard of ivermectin, Ryan?
I think I have, but I'm not real sure.
Well, it's a drug that they're using. It's a drug that they use for horses.
Oh.
And it's also effective at curing COVID. So people are taking horse paste to free themselves from the virus. But that's another discussion another time. So ivermectin is proven, hydroxychloroquine, HCQ. You have to wonder why these drugs have been approved by the FDA, but then they're making sure that information doesn't get out, because if there's actually something that would stop the China virus, there would be no need for those emergency use vaccines. And if the vaccines are not needed, then the pharmaceutical companies wouldn't be making all the billions that they're making. So they can't get those cures out there. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe and healthy, Ryan. I'm glad your parents are doing well. Are we going to get together again next weekend?
I hope so.
Okay, maybe we'll talk about the Clemson victory.
Oh yeah.
Who they playing? Who they playing again?
Georgia.
Georgia. All right. Well, that should be a good game. It's 7:30 tonight, Eastern Standard Time, for those who like to watch. All right, Ryan. Well, I think it's time for us to go ahead and wrap up. You got anything else you want to add?
Well, it's 11 minutes after 10.
Okay.
But I just want to let everybody know, with the Right Talk, the spin cycle ends right here at the Right Talk.
You heard it, folks. That's Ryan Hood. Thanks for sharing everything, Ryan. You did a great job today. I think our broadcast was a lot more smooth this week. Yes?
And always dream big, pray hard, never quit.
There you go, folks. Hey, we'll be back at it again next Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ryan's praying for us, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
Lord, thank you for this wonderful audience that we have on the show, and even the host of the Right Talk, and his host. And Lord, please help us all. We need help. And Lord, and please get this virus out of here. We need freedom. Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen and amen.
Very good, Ryan. God bless you. Amen. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, see you again next week, Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, stay safe and God bless.